Absolutely buzzing. What a win. Uh, just really chuffed with my analysis at half time, which is probably the same as yourself. I just seen Liverpool making Inter sort of tire from the 60 minute onwards. Obviously, bringing on Bobby at half time was a masterstroke by Jurgen with regards to he took about 5 to 10 minutes to get into the game with the fact that he was nicking, he was getting the ball, he was getting into them false nine positions, but he was giving it away a little bit first few minutes. But then he grew into the game. Once he got into the tempo of the match, he was absolutely outstanding. And I just knew I could see this coming at half time. Yes, we had a little 10-15 minute period where obviously they had some dangerous moments, but all you could see there was Liverpool in my lifetime. I've just said this a minute ago on my own Facebook, personal Facebook. This is the strongest squad that I have ever seen Liverpool have ever. I mean, even going back to the days of 90s, in the 90s when we had Robbie Fowler, McManaman, and all that, you never looked at the bench and went, "Oh, he could win us the game." This is now easily the best football squad that I have ever seen Liverpool Football Club have, because you could see it coming. You could see the fact that all right, Mane had an off day, Salah had an off day, but Salah still scored, right? Uh, you could see it. You could see it like, well, look at our bench. You could bring on Firmino. I said it at half time. For those that joined me at half time, I said the great thing is you can throw Bobby on and Diaz on, and that's exactly what Klopp did. And I agree with his change for Fabinho, because what he was doing was he knew Thiago can play deep into the anchor role and keep the ball. He wanted more. He wanted more energy in the passing, and there was a ball that Henderson whipped, and this man still has haters, and it does my head in. He whipped this ball, and it curled straight around out to Diaz, and I thought Hendo came on and he increased the tempo. He's also the voice. He's also somebody constantly shouting and getting everybody up a little bit. Look, this is what you're playing for Liverpool. So you can't argue with Klopp's decisions there. He's just won us that game by using exactly what he knew he had. He's gone, right, I've had enough of this. Bobby's coming on. And then after 60 minutes, he's gone, there you go. Let's get some fresh legs on. And what did I say at half time? I said they will tire and we will get a couple more, at least a couple more goals. You can see that. I mean, I'm not just saying I said it. I'm sure you seen that coming as well. And with the options we've got on the bench now, we are now, I think, ready now to go on a major winning streak. I'm not just talking like nicking a couple of trophies here and there. I think we can go all out. I still believe we can catch Man City. I never haven't believed that, and I really do believe now we're going to win a couple of trophies here and there every season now. And do you know what? This is breaking news. I'm going to go against everything I have said for a good couple of years now. I've got a real sus feeling that Klopp will stay. I think Klopp will stay, and it's a thing that he came out with saying today. He's come out and said this is the best squad he's ever had. Now, if you actually go back and study what Jurgen Klopp said over the years, he actually said once as well, he doesn't want to be the best manager in the world. He just wants to manage the best team. Now, I think it'll be really hard for him to walk away from Liverpool with the new stand being built. So the new Annie Road end, it'll be up to 61,000, and that squad. I generally believe that, and Harvey Elliott, he want to have a part of Harvey Elliott's blossoming career. I've got a feeling that, I'm not saying he will, but I've got a feeling that there could be a change of mind. Anyway, back to the game. Brilliant performance. My man of the match was Canate. I thought he was outstanding. But Bobby Firmino, if he'd have played the whole game like that, he would have been my man of the match. Again, I stress the importance of it took 5 to 10 minutes to get into the game, but soon as he did, the way he drops his shoulder and links every pass up, his work rate, his tracking back, he's phenomenal at what he does. Anyway, I'm buzzing with a 2-0 win. Let's get to your thoughts. Frank, I think we might win two or three even trophies. Totally agree with you. Yeah, James, mate, Bobby was unbelievable. Just the way he just dropped in and just did what he did. He's the only number 9 in the world that can play like that. Disappointed to see Fab taken off. Thought he was best player in the first half, but Hendo quality, and once again, don't doubt Klopp's decisions. Totally agree, James. Totally agree. Sarah, how you doing? 100% on fire. Diaz is class. Yeah, Diaz looks brilliant, doesn't he? Hello, Matt. Yeah, Diaz looks seriously good. in terms of the positions he takes up. He drops a shoulder, he can skip by two or three, has pace. He's just a great signing. So brilliant win. Clean sheet, even better. That means Inter Milan now have got to come and attack us, which would be murder. They're done. They're done. I'm sorry, but nobody's coming to Anfield and beating us 3-0. You know, Virgil van Dijk has still never lost a game at Anfield. And two great big stats that I want to read out now, which I absolutely loved as well, which is well done, James Milner. 800 games in football. Unbelievable. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm 37 years old. 37 years old, and I've literally watched his entire career from the minute he came on for Leeds at the age of 16, and it's unbelievable. 800 games, so well done to James Milner. And another one, I didn't realise that Liverpool have never lost a game that Canate started in. That is a really, really good stat, and I like that. And Canate, let's not forget the guy's 22. We've gone and signed one of the best centre-backs in the world, which will cover Liverpool for the next decade for 30 million. We've gone and signed the best attacking left winger in the world for his age for the next 8 years in 22-year-old Diaz for 30 million. I mean, this is world-class recruiting again from Moneyball FSG. And again, if you haven't watched Moneyball, the film, watch it. It will give you a amazing insight into what FSG do when they look at a player. They look at what he can bring by stats and data. And I've just had a conversation with my mate who's a Man United fan, and he just said Diaz looks a baller. And I put back to him, mate, Klopp signed him. Of course he's a baller. And that's because Klopp and FSG sing from the same hymn sheet. They don't panic buy, and they bring in ready-made players that are ready to go on to being household world names around the globe. And this is what I'm saying. Klopp doesn't just make players better, he makes them world class. And you will see a different Diaz now. And to say that he's our long-term replacement for Mane, which he probably is because he plays the same position, wow. Brilliant recruitment again from Liverpool. And it makes you think, when you're starting to see a cycle go, you worry about the next cycle. I don't. Diego Jota, Diaz, Harvey Elliott, the list goes on, and we're not finished yet in the summer. This is, I am going to say this one more time, the best side that I have ever seen Liverpool have in my whole 30 plus years of being a Liverpool fan. And I have got a major feeling that we will win at least 2 trophies this season, but I think we will go on now. I can see Pep leaving in the next 18 months at Man City, and I can see Klopp staying. So I'll read some more comments out if there's any on up, and let's crack on. Diaz, the dog's new breed. Yeah, Mick, how you doing, Mick, mate? Yeah, brilliant. I'm coming to Anfield 2nd of April from Essex. Oh, that'd be nice to see you, Sarah. Perisic beating Trent Alexander-Arnold almost every time he got the ball. It was really disappointing. Abder, if all you can worry about is Perisic beating Trent all the time after us winning 2-0, then that's your disappointing, and you've just took a disappointing element out of a great win. But that's your choice as a red, mate. It's up to you what you've seen in the game. I've seen Trent doing what he always does, trying to make more happen going forward than being the best right back in the world. Answer me this question, Abder. Would you replace Trent Alexander-Arnold for any other right back in the world? And if you say yes to that, then you lose the best assists on the planet for his position, and more than most of the creating midfielders in the world. So you lose a lot. So that's your decision. But brilliant win. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm sure you are as well. Time to chill out now, 10 o'clock at night, but I'm absolutely made up. I'm sure you are. And thanks for joining me at half time, before the match, and at the end. You'll never walk alone.